Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way. Hello guys, welcome to another exciting time on Gusto News. This is Gusto TV and I remain Ifeoluwa. Today on the news, I have Rema, I also have Vector, I also have Wizkid. But before I go into the news fully, let me say thank you to you guys for all you do for us, for the likes, the comments, telling people about Gusto TV. Thank you so much for sharing our content as well. Please keep doing so. And if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and as well on the notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video. So let's start off this news with Rema. Rema, of course, has seen a lot of videos as well. Is he on tour? I don't know. I asked kind of a rhetorical question. Anyways, Rema has also been seeing a lot of videos of himself performing. Even when he's tired, he's like, "When I wait, make I rest." You know, I mean, he's having a really good time. A lot of those guys out there talked about his album coming, Rave and Roses. Last week is like, you guys, this album is worth the wait. So I mean, if Rema is really taking his time, it's letting you guys know that no pain, no gain. So when you are patient, you did get the best of it. So the patient dog eats the fattest bone. That's the situation of Rema's album. We'll be on the wait to see what the album would sound like. You know, with songs like Sound Gazim, Bounce that we've seen this year, definitely Rema is going to be, you know, outdoing himself on the upcoming album. Well, there's a conversation, of course, that Rema started online on his official Twitter page that is getting a lot of people talking, but it seems to contain some of the common issues we see in the industry today. Once people are seen to be pair or, you know, at the same level in this in the industry, fans or just maybe, I don't know, people tend to pitch them against each other, saying, oh, this person is that person. I mean, that's the situation with 30BG, FC, we see it with the Outsiders. It's all trying to say, okay, my fan, you know, my favorite is the best and all. But for Rema, he's here to say that, look, everybody is unique in their own way and there's no need for the competition. He goes on to say, Ravers, I would love to address something real quick here. Please, guys, never start an agenda that has to do with bringing my brothers or the OGs down. You are allowed to have my back in any ploy curated to put that on my name and my artwork, but never start an agenda. It's disrespectful. Then he went out after this place to, you know, stating facts like, look, you guys can actually defend me, you can stand me and unstand me and Pakistan me, do whatever you want to do. But if there's one thing he has clearly stated here, do not start the agenda of bringing one person down just because you want him to feel like, you know, you want to put him up like the all and all. He also stated that, look, not my pair, not even those who respect in the industry. It is quite wrong and it's not worth it. He now went on to give credit to those who have been in the industry before then, people they regard to as who cleared the way from there. Of course, we saw Fireboy did the same thing last week, you know, saying thank you to some of the guys who have paved the way for them to come up and do whatever they are doing today. He went on to say, lastly, thank you OGs for inspiring me in different ways. Thank you for what you've done and what you're doing for Afrobeat. My respect and love for you all remains unshaken. All has been said, management take over. I feel like this is like one of the most amazing messages we've gotten from artists in recent time, coming out to kind of, you know, stop the subtle competition that usually starts from fans. And at some point, you don't just see these people together again because the media, the fans, everybody has, you know, like this person is that person and all of that. And there's this competition, you know, amongst these guys. But for Rema, it feels like, look, I'm not in competition with anybody, be it my peers or those who are legend, according to him, the OGs. He also went out to clearly say thank you to them for putting Afrobeats out, and that's why the likes of himself, the likes of Joe Boy, the likes of Fireboy, the likes of Oxlade, Ira Star, Thames can actually join them in flying the flag. What a very mature statement from Rema on there. Kudos to him. Now, moving on to the next on this news is Wizkid, of course, and this one involves his manager, Jada P, who also is a mother of his son, Zion. Well, of course, last week, Jada P put up a post on Twitter that got a lot of conversations. Some people were like, oh, breakfast served by Jada. Anyways, yeah, Wizkid now recently put up a post. There's also the people relating to what Jada P said last week. Well, of course, we know Wizkid is on the MIL tour. We've been seeing a lot of videos, and trust me, as his manager, she will definitely be there. She'll be there to, you know, plan, support. I mean, she's an integral part of his career. And she came up to say, imagine being at a show, listening to your favorite album, favorite songs, watching your man sing. Okay, it's amazing. Well, it's definitely amazing. Just imagine yourself being in a concert, the person singing is those ladies kind of dream, yeah. But for Jada P, she has come out to confirm that she is living a dream. But anyways, Wizkid seemed to have a different opinion, because yesterday a video posted on one of his fan page, I think Wizkid News, came up with video and talking about how amazing the concert was yesterday. He came up to put a very catchy comment that is drawing a lot of attention at the moment. Despite the fact that this is in no way connecting to the post that was put up by this fan page of Wizkid, it comes under the post and says, as a single father, I hope I catch your wife on this store. Catch a fish, catch a wife. Okay? So as a single father, I hope I catch a wife on this store with the love emoji, ego. And I mean, she just said her favorite man. I mean, and Wizkid is coming up to say he did hope he catch a wife. Looking sometimes back when Wizkid went on his Snapchat to say that the person he's going to marry would have to be the one to propose to him and not the other way around. Well, he's here to now say he hopes he catch a wife on his store. Is this some sort of cruise, from Wizkid? Knowing probably Wizkid is also okay. I think me talking in the news recently, social media is actually putting him in the news, making people talk about him, or Wizkid really means this. So if Wizkid is really meaning that, look, I'm on this tour, I could find myself a good wife on it. You remember one of the videos as well back in this is actually him asking one of the ladies, are you single? Anyways, that's that one from Wizkid. Now, moving on to the next on this news is Vector. Yes, of course, Vector, the 16 song, of course, himself and MI, kind of Clay. There's also Ellie Momo, and Vector is one of those rappers that's doing well for himself. And of course, when it comes to rap, he's definitely one of the OGs. Well, in an interview recently with Punch, he has gone on to talk about a chieftaincy title that was given to him by Lafiaji community, yeah, I think on the island, Lagos Island, and people's perception of he had to pay for the chieftaincy title. Okay, yes, of course, we know some chieftaincy title probably paid for or honorary. Anyways, he's come out to actually clear the air in this interview that his community actually giving the chieftaincy title because he has been contributing to the community. He has done his thing in the industry. He's been able to put out, where he comes from out there. People know that there's somewhere called Lafiaji that he comes from, and that's why they actually decided to give him a chieftaincy title that he did not pay any form of money, non-kind, but it was just his people appreciating him. He said, according to a common adage that goes, charity begins at home. He always will not forget where he come from, and they decided to, honor him with a traditional chieftaincy title. So yes, guys, that's from Vector. Now holds the chieftaincy title in Lafiaji here in Lagos. And that's the end of this news. If you're new to Gusto TV, please click on the subscribe button and as well on the notification bell. And if you're new to this channel, please, okay, I've already said you should subscribe. Anyways, let me in the comment section what you think about this news. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.